Hello everyone, how are you doing? My name is Ryan from Brandon, and today I'm going to teach you how to create this really nice double exposure effect using Photoshop. So we're going to start off by getting three different images. I'm going to use one model shot and two industrial landscape shots. Now once you have your images, we want to open them up in Photoshop and bring them all into the same document. Scale and position your model nicely, as this is going to be the first layer that we work on. Now we're going to get our pen tool and start clipping out our model. Now when you get to the hair, I want you to miss it out and go around it. This is because we're going to use a different tool to actually clip it out from the background. Okay, so now that the path is linked and you're happy with your selection, we want to right click and click Make Selection. We want to feather the radius by 2 pixels and press OK. Now while we have a layer mask on our layer, we want to inverse our selection by pressing Command and I, and then fill it with black. This now should cut the model out from the background really nicely, and because we feathered the radius by 2 pixels, it leaves a really nice soft edge so it's not too hard in the background. Now we just want to give it the once over and clip out any further bits that you've missed, again just fill in the layer mask with black. Okay, so what we're going to do now is clip out the hair. I want you to get the quick selection tool, select the background and a little bit of the hair fibre so you can bleed them out from the background. Next, we want to use the Refine Edge tool with the View on Overlay. Now as you can see, the red border is very rough against the background. I want you to start brushing over this border and into the hair strands so that it becomes a lot easier to work with. Relative to this image, I feather the edge by 2 pixels. I also increase the contrast by 5% and shift the edge by 1%. And then you simply want to fill the layer mask with black. Now we're going to get our main image that we're going to use for the double exposure. We're going to bring it to the top of the layers panel and create a clipping mask with your model. You also want to make sure that you have a solid white layer on the bottom of the layers panel, and this is going to act as our background. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to apply a gradient map from the adjustments panel. This is going to allow us to give more colour to the double exposure as well as more depth. Now to get more of a variety of gradients, we're going to go into the settings icon and I'm going to choose the photographic toning palette. Find the gradients that you like and fit your image well. Now we're going to create this into a clipping mask so it only affects the selection of our model and what's inside. Now we're going to duplicate our model. We're going to bring this to the top of the layers panel and re-clip the image and the gradient map back to the original layer. Next, we're going to desaturate this image. We're going to do this by going into Image, Adjustments and Desaturate. Then we're going to change the blending mode to Lighten. Now I'm going to paint black on the layer mask over the model's face with the opacity of 60% just to take away some of the harsh details. Now we can introduce our second image. We want to make it visible and place it at the top of the layers. We also want to change the blender mode to screen and scale and position accordingly to your model. Now we're going to add a layer mask to this image. We're going to get our brush tool and paint black to mask away the harsh lines. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial guys, and we really hope you made something you're proud of. If you did like this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment. Tell us how you got along and show us your final piece.